rocket like rocket fuel.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a give, right side. Slade, and he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run on first down. Slade. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a give, right side. Slade. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 44. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, Slade, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What we got? Switch!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go on 4th down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On 2nd down now, Slade. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant, blue draw, Corker. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Ship!
Get it.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Jet bombers, jet bombers.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Now.
2nd and 11. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Redskins nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch one, watch one. Hey, pick your game up.
6-6, pull it high. 5. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Going up top. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Yes, yes. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 2.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henderson now on first and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill.
Yep.
Second down, it's Henderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Watch one.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Chopper.
now.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All day. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check
80 weapon.
On second down, it's Henderson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Box, lights. Go.
Motion. Reset.
Bravo.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Watch one.
X3, 218, chopper.
Coming after you. Hey, check
5.
On first down, Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Looking to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back. Drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll try the right side with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Back to throw here. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They're going to look to throw. And he's got some space here. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Complete. Richardson has it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They run once more with Henderson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up third and 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's got it.
On third down, here's Henderson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Shift. Here we go. Here we go. Watch one. Watch one.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go. Hey, hold on.
In your face.
Check 37. Check 37. 81. Let's go. Sweet. Check 49. Yeah. Wait. Go. Slam.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 3. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On third down, Slade. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Got a man open. It's Ross. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the...
Well, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Watch the eye.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slade, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Yeah. Motion, motion, motion.
Check that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Giants.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Right here. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme.
Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. pursued. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Slade. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Watch 2. Set the tone, defense. Go. Defense, let's go.
Mike 2. Mike 2.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Check 4, check 4.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go. All right.
2nd and 2. And his throw here's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ringo.
Mike 1. Mike 1.
Zoom. 65.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13.